The NBA 82-game grind is done, and now the real fun begins. The NBA playoffs are here, and it's time for all the high-stakes drama, clutch moments, and draw-dropping plays. I can't wait. If you're looking to make the playoffs even more exciting, DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered as an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From the play-in games all the way through the finals, now it's time to back your favorite player and teams as they go chase glory. All season long, DraftKings has been your go-to spot for NBA player props, and that doesn't stop now. Want to make your playoff experience even more intense? Try placing a bet on your favorite player's performance. Will they drop 30, 40, or even more? It's your call. Ready to place your first bet? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Lock in your bets, and let's make this playoff run unforgettable. Here's something special for you first-timers. New DraftKings customers, bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVE. That's code MONEYMOVE for new customers to get $200 instantly in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, listen up, taxpayers. It's time for what you all really tuned in to listen to me for. Financial advice. Tax season, Boost Mobile wants you to turn your tax refund into 6 months of saving. When you buy 6 months on their best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. That's like 6 times 2 divided by 1, carry the, a really good deal. They told me I should have been a tax accountant. Well, would you trust me with your money? Well, that's great news because I'm not done yet. Visit Boost Mobile store during tax season and enter to win up to $10,000 to double your refund. Or if you're really good at math and money stuff like me, pay off what you still owe. Okay, time to take my financial advisor hat off and put on my lawyer hat. Requires upfront payment, tax and fees extra, terms and exclusion apply. Visit boostmobile.com for full offer terms and sweeps details. And now I get back to my boring old day job. Head over to your nearest Boost Mobile store and make the most out of your tax refund. Hello. Look at the fire. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me, your favorite Unc, the guy at the bottom, the Liberty City legend, the bingo ring of fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you for supporting Nightcap with Unc Ocho. We greatly appreciate your support. I can't thank you enough for your support. Make sure you check out Shea by Le Portier. We do have it in stock. Now, if you can't find it, if it's not located in a city or a state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media. And my clothing company, 84 with 84 being spelled out. Everything is restocked. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited. And once they're gone, guys, they're gone. So please get yours while supplies last. Tickets for our Not Safe for Work tour are on sale. Our 8 stops are Baltimore, Philly, Charlotte, Los Angeles, Miami, NYC, Chicago, and Detroit. Tickets can be found at shayshaymedia.com/tour. That's shayshaymedia.com/tour. The link is pinned in the chat. Guest lineup is shaping up real nice. Guys, you don't want to miss out on this. Go get your tickets now. Bounce back. Now what I'm talking about. The Lakers beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 94-85. The series is now tied 1-1 as it shifts to Minnesota for the next 2 games. Luka was 1 assist short of a triple-double. 31, 12, and 9. LeBron, 21, 11, and 7. AR, 16, 5, and 5. Rui, 11, and 5. Got a balanced effort, Ocho. Yeah. That's what we needed. I knew 2 of the big 3 had to go off. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm saying big three, but I'm saying either Luka, LeBron, or AR LeBron, or Luka and AR. But two of those guys had to have great days. And we got that. And then we got Austin Reeves with sensational light, dealing with the ball. Hey, you get a big out there on him, he drag him. Hit that, that lazy layup. Yeah, every time. Great. Julius Randle played exceptionally well. So did that. Julius Randle was a man of, I mean, he's a load. He's a load. And I don't know why y'all let him get to that left hand, because he's left-hand dominant. And most left-handed players, what do they want to do, Ocho? Get to that left. That's
get to the left side. Every time.
What if in deep as a football player, we're taught never let a quarterback escape to his dominant hand.
Yeah.
So if he's right-handed, make him roll left. If he's left-handed, make him roll right. Well, it's the same thing. Try to make James Harden, try to make Julius Randle, make him go left, make him go right. Keep him out of the way of that dominant hand. But this is what the Lakers needed. Had a little lull there in the fourth quarter, but they got it together, made some big-time plays. I was happy to see LeBron rebound like this, because we hadn't seen him rebound like this in a while, considering that growing, and we talked about it, Ocho. The one thing that you don't want to do is anything sudden when you got a soft tissue injury. And he's nursing that back, trying to get it back, but he got a couple of days off now, so he should be fully rested and ready to go when they head to Minnesota. The Lakers win 94-85. Series now tied 1-1 as it shifts back to the what do they call it? Land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota. Ocho, you watching this game? Tell me what you liked about what you saw from the Lakers.
Shoot, the goddamn intensity. They act like they wanted to play tonight, Unc. They act like they wanted to be there. There was intensity on both sides of the court. Most importantly, they played defense. Luka was gonna do what Luka does. LeBron showed up tonight. Obviously, he didn't have a good game one. Most of them didn't have a good game one outside of goddamn Luka, but they played good in transition. Offensively, crashing the boards. LeBron, obviously, he must be feeling much better, because we haven't seen him rebound like this tonight, all over the place. Outside of that, man, AR, a combination of players need to play well tonight because of what they did in game one and not playing so well collectively as a group. But AR showed up, Bron showed up, Luka showed up, and everybody else contributed in a small manner. So this is what you get. You get a tied series, but they got to keep this up, Unc. They got to keep up that momentum and consistency that we saw tonight. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Lakers were shooting 61% at the half. I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm right.
They cooled off a little bit, but they were.
Yeah, but man, that first half was beautiful. And to extend the game to the point where it was at the half and getting the lead that they did have, that lull in the fourth quarter didn't hurt them much.
No, I'm pulling up the box score, Ocho.
Yeah.
Do you look at the difference in game one compared to game two for the T-Wolves? Right. Only two players in double figure. Remember, who was that? Jaden Daniels was perfect, damn near perfect from the three-point line. Naz Reid, damn near perfect from the three-point line. Yeah. So you had two guys that gave you exceptional play from the three-point line on the offensive end. Now you only had two guys in double figures. That's how you're going to win. And see, like I said, I don't believe Ant-Man by himself can beat you. But if you let him get 8, 9, 10 assists, and you let now you in for it.
Right.
Guys was making shoot-around threes. You can't give them those shoot-around threes. You got to contest those shots. And I thought the Lakers did a great job of contesting, closing out to the body, not fouling, running them off the three-point line. But Naz Reid did not have an opportunity to shoot those shoot-around threes. McDaniels didn't have an opportunity to shoot those shots.
Right.
DiVincenzo was in foul trouble, and so he really didn't get an opportunity to get in the floor of the game, although he just hit that shot before the end of the half. That was really all he did the other night. But in this game, this is what I like to see from the Lakers. They need a balance. I mean, they was okay. Still, I need a little bit more from the bench. I need a little bit more from the bench, especially going on the road, Ocho.
Yeah, most definitely.
Especially going on the road.
Listen, the defense, defense.
They were scrappy,
defense. Them boys were scrappy tonight, boy. You could tell they played different. They wanted it. You can just tell. I'm not sure what the difference is in game one and game two, but this looked like a completely different team.
Yeah, because you look at Mike Conley, he had some big threes in game one, Ocho.
Yeah.
He had 0 points tonight, got some great cardio in. He got 21 minutes of cardio. Now, hey, that's pretty good. Continuous running cardio, Probably fasted cardio too. Nah, he ate a little something today, a couple of meals today. But Ant-Man was 10 of 22. He had 25.6 rebounds. The other night, he had 9 assists. Tonight, he had none. You see? I told you, Ocho, I said, hey, you can't let him get the others involved. See, what Luka hurts you is Luka go get 40, and then he gives you 12. LeBron, he give you 20, Jokic, those guys give you 20, 30, and give you 11, 12 assists. Not only are they getting theirs, they're helping somebody else eat also.
Right.
Now, Ant-Man, he had 25, 0 assists. LeBron the other night only had 3 assists. That's not nearly good enough. And LeBron is a smart enough player. He has a high enough IQ to realize if I got to be able to impact the game in other ways other than scoring. Right. So I need to rebound. I need to assist. If my jumper's not falling, if I can't get to the basket, I've got to impact the game in other ways. Right. Tonight was this is the kind of game I'm not like 21 points. I mean, we know LeBron can get 21 points anytime he wants to. Right. But I thought the effort that he showed, the leadership that he showed, he and Luka combined for 52 with 23 rebounds and 16 assists. So you throw Austin Reeves in there, now you got what? 68 points between those three. And you need something like that. You need about somewhere between like 65 and 75 between those. I'll take 80. But I ain't gonna be greedy, 65 to 75, and then you get Rui doing, you give you a little something. And if Finney Smith and Gabe Vincent can give you anything, you'll take that also. Luka, 31 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. The first Laker since Magic with those numbers in a playoff game.
Woo! Hey, that boy nice, man. Every time he puts up a performance like this game.
Man, don't you say it, Ocho. Don't you say nothing about. I don't want to hear you say Dallas or Mavericks.
Okay. I was gonna say
Nico or Harrison.
Okay, but it just look some of the things he's saying. Understand that he has to fall on the sword. It just makes him look ridiculous. Every game they play, it looks worse and worse. So I mean that's I'll leave it alone. I ain't gonna say nothing. Then I ain't gonna say nothing.
I get it. It is tough. It's tough. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, you look at a guy like this, he's 26 years of age, Ocho. He can do it all. He can score. He can rebound. He can facilitate. He can make, look, except he's going to argue damn near every play, except that he's not an exceptional defender. All we ask him to do is don't get beat on the initial push. Hey, he tried to beat you on the first go, shut that off. Just don't give him a free rein. Just don't give him a free run to the basket.
Yeah.
Make him go to the second. That's all we ask. That's all you can ask for. Because you know what he's going to give you offensively. Excuse me. You already know that, Ocho.
Every time.
So I'm not worried about him on the offensive end. It's just that you try to put, and that's what they normally do. Unless you were Jordan or Kobe, LeBron back in his heyday.
Yeah.
You put your best offensive player on your worst defensive player. I want you to save some of that. I don't want you exerting all that energy trying to stop him. We'll put somebody else on him.
Yeah.
So we need that for offense because that's what, Larry played the worst defender because Larry Bird was an offensive player. And I get it. I ain't got no problem with that whatsoever. But this was a great performance. The Lakers needed this. The crowd was really energized. I'm glad I didn't go to that Saturday night game because I'd have been pissed off. I'd have been out of my money.
Yeah.
I'd have had to stay 2 extra nights. No.
You would have been mad.
So hold on, Ocho, to spend that kind of, you start about spending $25 for a ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got to spend an extra, 2 nights at the hotel, and you get a car service to wait for you.
Yep.
Huh? And I got to pay for Jordan to stay because Jordan got to do. Nah, hell no. We coming back. We coming home.
Oh, so what we looking like right now? What we looking like? It's still Lakers in 5. I mean, what we talking about? Okay. All right. I know you feeling good. I know you.
Where y'all at now, chat? Y'all were talking crazy. Y'all were talking about, I don't know about that. T Woods at 5. Look, all we did have was a temporary setback for a major comeback. That's all we had, Ocho. Little temporary setback for a major comeback. Uh, but I like the pace in which they played. I like the tempo. I like the guys hustling. I saw guys hitting the floor. I got guys running guys off the line. I got guys helping. I got guys going the extra mile. Hey, I can. There's nothing wrong with losing. Somebody's gonna lose, but just give me the effort. If we lose and you give me that effort, Ocho,
you can live with that every time.
I can live with that.
But not game one. You can't live with that.
No. You should have been ready to play. Because normally game one is the easiest game to steal for the road team. Normally the game one is the easiest because you're gonna catch them napping because the home team is generally counting on the crowd to get them going or to keep them going. So now if we can jump on your ass, get that crowd out the game, now what? And before you know it, you're like, damn, we down 20, we down 25. And it takes so much for you to get back into the game. By the time you try to get over that hump, you out of gas.
You done ran out of time too.
Yeah. But I like this. I thought JJ did a great job of getting the guys. He said, heard him in his press conference, they had as good a practice over the last couple of days they've had in the last month. He took full accountability. The one thing about JJ now, he's gonna take accountability.
Oh yeah.
I probably could have threw a few more scrimmages up in there. This on me.
And the funny thing apart, and when you think about it, whoever made the comments about them not scrimmaging enough before the game one, I guarantee that was the players' call. I guarantee it was the players' call and allowed them to rest a little bit. And JJ took the brunt of that. You know what? That's on me. That's on me. And I guarantee you, I know it was a players' call, not the scrimmage as much. So we have fresh legs and we feel good going into game one. But the effort they put up in game one is a reflection.
That'll get you beat. That'll get you beat
every time.
That'll get you sent home. That'll get you like, oh, we didn't play our best ball. And look, they're not an extreme. They're not like Boston. Right. They're not like OKC. Those are deep teams. You looking at the Cavs. Those are deep teams. Yeah. That's not what the Lakers are. The Lakers are heavily dependent on three players, Luka, Reeves, and Bron. We understand that. Anything we get outside of that, we greatly appreciate and we will humbly accept. But you can't go in counting on, man, hey, we're going to get like 16 from Finney. We're going to get like 10 to 14 from Gabe. Jackson Hayes going to give us a dub. No. Yeah. The big three has to be 65, 80 points. Two of the three needs to be kind of efficient, but it was a great game tonight. Lakers played. This is what I expect to see from the Lakers, and we going to Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes. We're gonna pee in them lakes, all 10,000 of them.
Let's go.
Maybe we go out there and take a plunge in Lake Minnetonka.
Hey, what do you think the weather is in Minnesota right now?
It's close to Green Bay, so hell, it might be in the 40s or the 50s, Ocho.
Oh, that's perfect weather there too. Boy, you ever swim in 40? Listen, if we can get in the cold tub, we can get in the lake, 40, 50. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. I don't know. It's one thing to be sitting in the cold tub, but to be in the cold water. Yeah. I mean, it didn't bother me because when I was at state, a lot of time the hot water would go out. And so you knew exactly when the hot water would go out because somebody, damn.
Loud, yep.
Because we had community showers, Ocho. We had no showers in our room. Right. We had community showers. Man, all you heard was, man, damn, this hot new water. Man, get your ass in there.
I remember growing up. At grandma's house, man. If you in the shower, the first thing you say before you get in the shower is, do not flush the toilet, because if you flush the toilet, it's gonna make the water cold. Lo and behold, they wait till you get in the shower and want to play games. Go in and flush the toilet.
Hey, Joe, we ain't had that problem.
No?
We wasn't no shower in the house. Wasn't no flush of the toilet. You was outside, bro, in the wood. I ain't never had no problem like that. I guess when you was growing up, Ocho, that was a great problem to have, huh?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Nah, we didn't have that problem. The Thunder take a commanding 2-0 lead over the Grizzlies. SGA 27-8-5. J-Dub 24-6-5. Chet 20-11-5 blocks. The Thunder have had the lead for all but for 3 minutes and 2 seconds of the 96 minutes over the first two games. They've done it despite SGA scoring only 42 points on 14 of 42 shooting and going 4 of 17 from three. Tonight, I thought it was J-Dub that really sparked him. He and Chet got it going early. For whatever reason, SGA has struggled with his shot a little bit, Ocho. He hasn't been to SGA because he shot over 50% from the floor. He's got 42 points scored, but it took him 42 shots to get it.
Yeah. He wasn't efficient tonight.
No, he wasn't efficient the first game either. And they beat him by 51. Hell, they beat him by what, 18-19 tonight. And he still hadn't played his best game.
Hey, that's scary.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it is. He gonna be on some of the greats. Most of the greats, they always have games like this, but they'll make you forget about it. They'll make you forget about it, and probably going into game 3, he's probably going to show up and really close this thing out. I even tweeted, obviously, the blowout by 51 in the first game, and I'm thinking to myself, in Ja Morant, understanding how great a player he is, how good he can be, how explosive he can be, I tweeted, can the Grizzlies pull this and make it a 7-game series?
No.
Is there any chance?
No.
And Twitter jumped on my head like, man, this is over. Bring the brooms out.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm thinking and I'm seeing the tweets and I saw the comparison about SGA and Ja Morant and how they say every year you see improvement in SGA's game.
Yes.
And then Ja Morant, they say they don't see improvement in him on the court. And I'm curious, for those who analyze the game of basketball and watch it that close, how do you say something like that with an individual who doesn't have much help around him? He is the force. He is
he's always been the
Memphis
force.
Grizzlies. So how can you say he's not improving?
But they got an all-star defensive player of the year in Jaren Jackson, who hadn't played well. Desmond Bain.
Yeah,
but I mean, they got rid of Big Adams and they got Zach Edey. But this is the way their team is constructed. This is the way their team is constructed, Ocho. Hey, a lot of it has to do with a lot of it is Ja's own doing. He got the suspensions, 2 of those. He's been injured a lot, so it's hard to get better when you're rehabbing because you're rehabbing. You're just trying to get back to the point, as opposed to when you train, you try to get better. Right. See, rehab try to get you back to your original state. Well, getting me back to my original state doesn't improve me.
Right. Okay.
I need improvement, so I need to train.
Okay, I got you.
So that's the thing. I mean, think about it. He had the shoulder. He's been dealing with some stuff. So hopefully he can come out of this season healthy, and he can just take him a month off, get back in the gym, and be the Ja. Look, Ja's supposed to be an all-star. Yeah. Now it's not easy because you're in the West. Steph, Shea, Harden, you got Jamal Murray, you had Fox, De'Aaron Fox. It's not you got Luka. Yeah. So it's not easy to make it as a guard in the West.
Yeah, but what you gotta understand, this would be his last time being in the West. So he's gonna be an all-star. He's gonna be in the East next year.
Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Oh, coming on down here to Tootsie's with your boy. Yeah, you're gonna be right down here in South Beach with your boy. Yeah. Yeah, I know Ja gonna see this, babe. We got you, baby, right here in the 305 now. Yes, sir. And I love Memphis. I love Memphis. No disrespect to them. I know they have a series to play right now, but come on home. Ja, come on home.
The Oklahoma City Thunder has now won 6 games against Memphis this season by a combined 145 points. That's a 24.2 point differential.
It's not fair though, Unc. It's not fair.
What?
The starting 5 is strong. The bench is strong. They deep. SJ not on. He goes shit, acting a fool.
Yep.
There's always somebody to counter if someone else isn't playing well, as opposed to Memphis. Okay, Ja got to be on. If Ja not on, okay, Desmond Bain, we gonna carry us. Okay, if Desmond Bain don't on, now where I'm getting my production from.
Right. You're right. OKC deep. You got Isaiah Joe. You got Wiggins. You got Caruso. You got Lou Dort chipping in. I mean, you got some guys that play extremely well. They play extremely well. And when, like I said, and the thing is, SGA hadn't been on, and they're still winning these games.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. They won by 51, and I think they won by 19 tonight.
Right.
So that's 35 points that they won by in 2 games. It's exactly 35 points because they won by 70 games, which is second most because of the first 2 games, because I think the Lakers won by 74. So, yeah.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So, but they play, look, we know what the Thunder represent. In that building, they've always been tough in that building. The crowd is the only show in town, Ocho.
Yeah.
There ain't no other pro teams. You got college and ain't nothing going on. I mean, you close to Norman, Okie State and stuff like that, but ain't nothing else going on. So they're rabid about their basketball, and rightfully so. And they've had some, Shea has blossomed. Because can you imagine when they had Russ and they had Harden and they had KD, they had Ibaka, they had Schroeder, they were loaded. And then, loobviously KD left and Serge left and James Harden left. Well, James Harden was the first to leave. They had Reggie Jackson. That's what I meant to say. Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson.
Hey, Reggie played with the Clippers too, right? He played with the
Clippers.
Yes. Where Reggie at now?
I don't know if he's in the league. Last year he played with the Nuggets, I think.
Okay.
I think he played with the Nuggets last year. But it was they had it rolling, and now that they're rolling again with SGA and J-Dub, and you got Chet, you got Hartenstein. Guys understand their role. They do their role to the max, to the fullest.
Right.
It's a good team. It's a good team. Now, don't get me wrong, but I still we got them. Don't tell nobody, Ocho.
Wait, say it again. I ain't hear you. Lakers in 5. All right, be careful now. Listen, it's
they need to be careful.
Whoa! It's much more difficult to win in Minnesota. Playing away, that's a different ball game.
It is.
We got a ball game.
We ain't thinking about the Thunder.
Okay.
It ain't summer. We ain't got no thunderstorm, so we ain't worried about the Thunder right now. We focus. We tunnel vision. We focus on Minnesota.
So y'all got to get past Minnesota first.
That's what we focused on.
Wait, how many games in Minnesota? 2 or 3?
2. Well, it's 3 total, but we're gonna take 2 of these, and we ain't coming back.
You go back.
We ain't going back. Our job is once we come home, not to return.
Oh, so basically what you telling me, you telling the chat, the Lakers gonna win the next 2 games in Minnesota.
That's our goal.
Oh, that's your goal, but you don't sound very confident.
I know we getting them game 3 for sure.
Okay.
Once we get game 3, might as well get sweepstakes. Hey, Ocho, you going to the store? Hey, Ocho, grab me a pack of Benson Hedges.
Yeah.
You going to the store? Grab that for your boy.
Wait, did you say Benson Hedges?
Yeah.
What you know about Benson Hedges, man? Hey, that's so throwback. I think my grandma used to smoke them, man. It was the white with the green at the top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. She used to send me to the store to get them things for her back in the day. That's crazy. Benson Hedges, I ain't heard that in years.
Man, I don't even nobody. I don't know nobody smoke those. I mean, people don't smoke. They don't see. Maybe they do, but I don't see as many people smoking as it did when I was a kid. Because you can smoke. You can smoke in restaurants,
everywhere,
you got
on the plane
section. Yeah, you can smoke on the plane. I'm old enough to remember you can smoke on the plane.
Yeah.
Glad they cut that bull jive out.
Now they need to bring.
What you know about them Pall Mall and them Winston, them Salem, them Virginia Slims?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I know about them damn Benson and Hedges because grandma used to send me to. Listen, I never forget. Grandma used to send me to the corner store, 45th and 10th Avenue. No, 45th and 12th.
Right.
Right there to get them Benson. I never forget. Never forget.
The Pacers beat the Buck, ruined Dame's dollar return. He hadn't played in over a month. But the Pacers win 123-115. The Pacers now lead the series 2-0. For the second game in a row, the Pacers had balanced scoring, 6 players in double figures. Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner, Aaron Nesmith, Nembhard, and Benedict Matburn. They deep.
Very.
They're a deep team. They're a balanced team. TJ McCollum didn't get in on the action because he normally gives you double figures. But that's the thing. And although Giannis and Bobby Portis played extremely well, Dame is trying to work his way back into it. He's been off a month.
Yeah.
I'm sure, I don't know how much he was doing with that blood clot, but let's see how game 3 goes.
Right.
Because he's got, try to get his leg, because I don't think he didn't play much more than 20 plus minutes. It's going to be very interesting to see how does he feel. Probably a little sore, Ocho. When you don't do something for a month,
yeah,
man, you a little sore.
And then you come back. Obviously, you practice, you get it in. But playing in practice and playing in the game is completely different, especially after being off a whole month.
Yes.
You got to listen, you said the right thing. You got to get your legs back up underneath you, because it's different. It's a different ball game. You could run 100 gases and practice all you want. Game time is different.
Yeah. Giannis averaging 35, 15, and 4, shooting 65% from the floor, but he finds himself down 0-2. I think the thing is that they're saying, look, let Giannis score. Yeah. We just got to keep everything else under control. Because that assist total, that's what I'm looking at. You go back and look at them when they made this run late in the season, it was because Giannis was damn near averaging a triple-double every game, or his assist total was way up there, 7, 8, 9. Sometimes he had 11, 12 assists. Now it's like, okay, get yours. Ain't nobody else eating. You get you a belly full. I mean, eat all you want to.
Right.
Ain't nobody else eating. Bobby Portis played well tonight. They needed one other guy, and now if they can get Giannis and Bobby to play like this, I don't know when they play tonight. It's Tuesday, so they probably play Friday. If they play Friday, Saturday, and they can get Bobby and Giannis to play like this, and get Dame to give him a little bit more than what he gave tonight,
right? They're gonna be all right.
They're gonna be all right, because the thing is that Indy is the thing about it. You got all these guys in double figures. That's how they win. They don't have a situation where a guy gonna go get you 30 or 40. They're gonna have a bunch of 20. One guy might have 25, and he's gonna have 20, 19, 17, 16, 15. They play the numbers game on you, Ocho. Where you have like a Giannis go get you 50, 14, and 6.
Every time. Consistently.
That ain't how they play. That kind of like what OKC. Shai gonna give you 30, but J-Dub gonna give you 22. Chet's gonna give you 15. Hartenstein gonna give you 8. Lou Dort to give you 10.
Yeah.
They just chop you up. You get Isaiah Joe, and you got Wiggins, Wallace. And so it's gonna be an interesting series. I like this. I like that the back and forth between Halliburton and Dame.
And Dame, yeah. Where that stem from? Dame
said, I got something for you. You doing a lot of talking. Because today the poll came out, and Tyrese Halliburton was voted the most overrated player.
Overrated?
That's what they say. That's what the players say.
I ain't an NBA player, so I'm just saying. It all depends on who's doing the vote. Now, we talk about the fans, and we talk about
the players. The players voted Tyrese Halliburton the most overrated player in the NBA. The players.
Oh, hey, you believe that? You believe that? Do you really believe that the players actually take into account that poll and take it actually serious?
Well, somebody voted. Now, they said it was the players. I ain't finna go back here. I ain't finna say, and getting myself in no trouble.
Right.
And talk about no dominion and the ballots was stuffed and the illegal counting. But all I'm saying is that
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Man, they have these polls all the time, Ocho. What you talking about?
Yeah, I know they have these polls all the time, but you never hear about players actually taking these goddamn polls. You notice that? The players do all the talking all the time. They got, they do podcasts, they talk to media, and we have not once heard players say, you know what, I've actually voted for so-and-so when a certain poll came around about a certain statistical category. Never. Now, I remember Pro Bowl voting. Now, I remember that. Yeah. Outside of that, all these other voting and all these other categories they always have, for some reason, I've never seen any player talk about it, whether it be football or basketball.
But, Ocho, think about it now. What do they have now, Ocho? The top 100 players. Somebody got to vote. So who voting on that?
Ain't no telling. Honestly,
they say the players. I mean, all I know is that when they go, they vote and the players actually say such and such and such and such. So I don't know, but somebody voting for that.
Yeah, I think they.
And as a player, you can't vote for a player on your own team.
Yeah.
So
I don't see how they call Mr. Halliburton, overrated. Played on the Olympic team. He's the best player on the Pacers right now. You know.
No, Siakam might be the best player.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I love Pascal Siakam. He's not better than Brother Halliburton.
Okay.
I ain't Doris Burke, but my eyes work. I watched the game and I watched the games. Pascal Siakam, nice. I used to watch him when he was with the Raptors.
Yeah. Burke and Ernie. Which one got the round face? Which one got the little cone-shaped head, Ocho?
The round face?
Yeah.
Pascal?
That's Burke.
Nah.
Ernie got this cone-shaped head. Ernie is the one, the yellow one.
Ernie one that's red.
That's Burke.
Well, I ain't seen.
No, yeah, Ernie.
Yeah, so I was right.
Got the cone, yeah. Ernie got the Burke is the one with the red.
I was right.
Burke is the one with the round face.
But you ain't seen the Muppets.
I ain't seen Sesame Street in so long.
That's not Sesame Street. That's the Muppets,
Burke
man.
got the ball.
You heard me?
Huh?
That's the Muppets.
Yes.
It is the Muppets, right? Is it the Muppets? Yeah. I don't know.
Burke and Ernie.
It's Bert. You talk about Burke. It's Bert. B-E-R-T.
Burton. Man, every time I look at these dudes, man, I start laughing.
What happened?
I mean, I just be looking at them, man, and just like, because the one with the round face always stayed in some bull jive. He was always Ernie and Bert, but it's Bert and Ernie. Bert.
Hey, boy, I need to turn it. Well, I got to turn the air on. Boy, I done wiped my face 37 times.
Well, I don't know why you sitting up in there as hot as it is. Oh, Ocho. Dang. "90 votes were cast." Ocho.
Yeah.
Who is the league's most overrated player? There were 90 votes cast.
90 votes?
Tyrese Halliburton was first. Rudy Gobert was second. Trae Young was third. Jimmy Butler was fourth. Bradley Beal fifth. Draymond Green sixth. Ja Morant seventh. Julius Randle eighth. Joel Embiid ninth. Giannis was 10th.
Now you see how I know this wasn't the players? This is how I know it wasn't the players.
How you got Giannis on there?
That's how you know it wasn't the players. Players ain't vote on that. That ain't nothing but the media. Ain't nothing but the media. People having personal vendettas against certain players. Talk about the players voted on this. The devil is a lie.
Who is the MVP? There was 155 votes cast.
Right.
Shai-Gilgeous Alexander got 56% of the vote. Nikola Jokic got 37% of the vote. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Donovan Mitchell tied with 1.9% of the vote, and GOAT James got 1.3% of the votes. Which team, other than your own, will win the NBA title this season? Boston Celtics got almost 58% of the votes. OKC Thunder got 18% of the vote, 17.5. The Cleveland Cavaliers got 10.2. The Los Angeles Lakers got 6.6, and the Denver Nuggets got 4.4. Those and the Golden State Warriors and the Milwaukee Bucks tied with fifth. 5 years from now, Ocho, who will be the face of the league? With 54% of the vote, Victor Wembanyama. Second, with Ant-Man. Third, Shai-Gilgeous. Fourth, Jason Tatum. 5, Luka Doncic.
I like Ant. I like Ant being the face. Luka is great. he still doesn't have that it factor, that aura that makes you the face of the league. Ant-Man has that it factor. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to put it into words. The chat, if you listen to me, I'm sure you'd understand. If you don't understand, it would be hard for me to explain.
Right.
Michael Jordan had that it factor. Kobe had that it factor. You can't teach it. You can't coach it. It's just in you. It's just the way you carry yourself, the way you play the game. I don't know how to put them. I almost cursed. I'm sorry. I don't know how to put it into words. You understand exactly what I mean. I'm trying to think. Jason Tatum, he's a great choice. NBA champion, all-star, MVP. But he just doesn't have that. It's something missing from that
Something
puzzle.
missing from him.
Yeah, it's something. I don't know how to put it into words or explain it. But I like.
You know what it is when you see it.
Oh yeah. It just I don't know. And got that, like, it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
What is the league's worst run organization? The Charlotte Hornets won this one very easily, 36% of the vote. The Washington Wizards was second with 20% of the vote. The Pelicans, 11.5% of the votes. Sacramento Kings, 8.8% of the votes. The Philadelphia 76ers, 5.3%. And the Dallas Mavericks at 4.4%. What you like on there? I can't fight them. I can't fight them on the top three.
Charlotte, huh? As far as the worst ran?
Yeah, Charlotte
And
Washington. They ain't got none of them wrong. Everybody that's up there, they deserve to be up there.
Is it the fact that they can't get players to come play there?
Well, and the ones that play there stay hurt. I mean, LaMelo hurt every year, Ocho.
Oh yeah, hey, he nice, boy. Boy, when
Yeah,
LaMelo,
when he on the floor.
Hey, when he healthy.
Okay, when?
Well, LaMelo like that, boy.
You got to get. His daddy say he need to get. Well, the team said he needs to get stronger. His dad has been saying he needs to get stronger.
Right. But
he got it. I mean, he got very. But I'm saying the thing is, like Melo and Lonzo, they kind of built. They kind of like wiry frame. They ain't built like LeVar. LeVar played football.
Right.
Jello got LeVar's body.
Right. Yeah. Hey, but I think if you put on muscle, it would take away from his game, his style of play.
But he got to get. I mean, It's one thing to be thin, but Ocho, I mean, every time he go down, I mean, Melo missing 10, 15, 20 games a clip. That's too much. He too young.
Yeah. I feel you. I mean, his frame is similar to Ja. Ja was the same way. Allen Iverson was the same way as well. They weren't big.
Yeah, but see, Ja spent so much time up in the air. So he coming down, landing on that court. But AI was tough as wet leather, man, because AI was played like that, and AI played. I don't know how AI did it.
Yeah.
In the club all night, and then come out there and give practice. I forgot he ain't do no practice. Ocho, aside from your own current coach, who is the best coach in the league, Mark Daigneault, 21.8% of the vote. Kenny Atkinson, 13.6%. He and Eric Spoelstra tied. Joe Mazzulla, 12.2%. Ty Lue, 8.2%. Steve Kerr, 4.7%. Hell, JJ Redick even got some votes. Michael Malone is no longer on the team.
Wait, what
no
happened?
longer coaching the team, or Tyler Jenkins. Both got relieved of their duties during the season.
What happened to Ime
Udoka, 3.4% of the vote. JB Bickerstaff, 2.7%. JJ, 2.7%. Michael Malone, 2.0%. Chauncey Billups, Taylor Jenkins, and Quinn Snyder each round out the final three at 1.4%.
Who was first again?
Mark Daigneault, OKC coach.
Yeah, that's about right. It's hard to argue that. But obviously, it's really not okay. I don't want to be rude and say this, but when you have players like that, when you have an SGA and the supporting cast he does, when you have the bench that he does, well, then as a coach, you get the vote like that. Because you got coaches getting fired most of the time. I think it's a little bit different for NBA because there's been some superstars that played together and coach still got fired. Hell, the Phoenix Suns coaches got fired. You had Bill Booker, and KD.
Boy, they done got they got the coach before that fired, and the coach before that fired. They got three straight years in a row they fired the coach.
Yeah, but see, you can't say that in the NBA. You can't say players get coaches fired when it comes to NBA because the players are actually good. I think
They do get players
sometimes
fired.
they don't play well together. How I don't understand. When you go play at LA Fitness, when you go play recreational ball, if you
Yeah.
get the best players on your team, 9 times out of 10, you finna win. In the NBA,
True.
for some reason, it don't work like that.
No, because you got to play together. You only got one ball. That's why, I remember I asked you, I say, man, what you gonna do if let's just say I put the 3 best receivers out there. Let's just say I put Chase, Jefferson, and Tyreek.
Ooh.
Hey, man, you know how unhappy they gonna be
Hey,
with one football.
Not in this offense, not in today's offense. Hell, they throw the ball 100 times a game.
Yeah, but every player ain't getting 10 catches a game.
Hey, ooh,
so what happens when the guy get 12 catches and the other guy get 3? How that's gonna work out? I'll let you go ahead and tell the chat. How that's gonna work out, Ocho?
I don't know. That's just
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hypothetically speaking, that'd be dangerous.
That's why you need one dog, and then you have somebody else that can blend in. You put 2 of them guys over there, and somebody get 12 one game, and the other get 3. Even if you won the game, hey, you're gonna be stepping on lips when you go in the locker room.
Wait, hold on now. We had a small example of that over there in Philly. Now they got 2 dogs out there. I don't care what nobody say. Them 2 number 1s over there. Some games.
And what did AJ Brown say?
He was hot. He was hot.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
He was hot. He was hot.
Okay.
He was hot.
Okay.
Hey, that boy pull that book out
to keep from blowing up on people.
Yeah, keep from blowing up. I like that. That's a good strategy. Good tactic.
Aside from your current coach, who's the worst coach in the league, Brian Keefe, won that going away. Mike Budenholzer, he's no longer there. Charles Lee, I don't even know. Nick Nurse, I know he coached for Philly. Tom Thibodeau, Knicks. Ratchovic, he coached for Toronto. Christie, Sacramento. Jordy Fernandez. Is that in Charlotte? And Michael Malone. Denver. Ocho, if a fight broke, which player in the league would you least like to fight? James Johnson won this going away, 63% of the and then you got Isaiah Stuart at 13.5, Big Steve Adams 11.3, Lou Dort at 2.1.
Hey, Isaiah Stewart and which Johnson?
James Johnson.
They used to play for the Heat.
Yeah. He like a 4th degree black belt.
I mean, I wouldn't care if it was a 5th degree orange belt. Shoot.
Leave that alone, Ocho.
I'm just saying, I like me against him and Isaiah Stewart. What you think? No?
That man chop you in your head. You have a permanent part.
Hey, I took karate too.
Can run?
No, I took karate.
That's your discipline?
No, I took karate classes across from Scott Projects at Gwen Cherry Park. Yeah, I was a black belt. I was a black belt. Gwen Cherry Park. I forgot my instructor's name. He passed away a long time ago. Across from Scott Projects, boy. I never forget.
Nah. Leave that alone. What?
Nah. I'm telling you. I forgot my routine though.
I know. Good. Do you like Adam Silver's idea of changing 10-minute quarters? 78% said no. 13% says yes. 8.5% are undecided. Would you like it if the NBA went to 10-minute quarters? I think that might be what it is in FIBA.
But you like that better?
Nah, because when you start messing with the game, Ocho, you start changing. Now you get records and stuff. I mean, because now, Ocho, you about to go to 17. We're at 17 games, about to go to 18 games.
Right.
Look, it used to be 12 games. It used to be 14 games. It used to be 16. Now it's 17. When it go to 18, it's
too much, huh? I mean, listen, if you're gonna change the game, are you changing it for the betterment of the game? Is it changing it for the players? Is it for health reasons? It depends. I'm curious to talk
Money.
to.
When you add games, you adding it for money. The same
Okay,
thing with
okay,
the play-in.
right.
Because think about it, Ocho, you get an extra 3 games. No, well,
Yeah.
you get an extra 3 games on the
Mhm.
on each side. So you get 6 game totals because you got 7 play 8, 9 play 10. Whoever wins out of 7, 8, they're the 7th seed. The loser of 7, 8 play the winner of 9, 10.
Right.
So that's 3 extra games.
Mm. That's a nice little chunk. That's a nice little chunk of pie too.
Yeah. That's why they got that what is a 7 year, 77 billion or yeah, $77 billion deal.
Woo!
11 years, 77 billion, something like that. But they got a nice little chunk of change.
Yeah, I like it.
Ocho! Jerry Jones hinted
Here we go.
Dallas isn't done in the trade market this offseason. And
Here we
there
go.
are a couple of deals in the work. We're looking at 2 things that could happen before or after the draft. 2 pretty substantial trades been working on today. Ocho, are the Cowboys finally going all in?
No, probably not. Probably not. Because if he says something about it, it's probably not going to happen. You know, if it actually happens without him saying it, then yes. I mean, history shows that Jerry will say a lot of things and not do the things necessary to improve the team year in and year out. So why should this year be any different? I think maybe he came out and said something just to catch the headlines, just to catch the headline like he always does, give the fans hope.
What
You
if
know,
what if he traded for Tyreek?
I like that.
Ah,
I like that.
I know you do.
Now I like that. Now you give now, man. Shit.
You put
Jesus.
that speed with CD in the slot,
Man, what? And then you
taking
have
the
a
top off.
and listen. You have a compliment. You have a complimentary number 3. Then wait a minute. I didn't even mention the draft yet. They pick at what 12, right? 12 of they pick at
They're picking
12.
that high. They might be.
I forgot. Well, I'm trying to think. Young Bull, Omarion, if he's there. What's his last name? From
You talking about the running
running
back
back,
from North
running back.
Carolina? Yeah. The one we
Yeah,
had on here.
get Omarion. Aston Genty obviously is going to be gone. Or the Cowboys, if you really want to be slick, if you're really serious about winning and changing your program,
Mm-hmm.
man, go on up and sneak up there and get Aston Genty. Can you imagine adding him to that offense?
Yeah.
Shh.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, look, I understand the running back is coming back, but Ocho
Right.
people don't normally move up to take no running back. If you
I,
notice, they move up to take every other position except that guy.
well, let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. The
Okay.
addition of Saquon Barkley from the New York Giants to the Philadelphia Eagles was the last missing piece to get them over the hump to win a
You got
championship.
4 Pro Bowl offensive linemen.
Who?
You got 4 Pro Bowl offensive linemen.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey,
You got 2 receivers that can lift coverage outside. What about
I
your
mean,
quarterback? How your quarterback looking?
they will. I mean, you got Dak. If I'm just saying hypothetically speaking, if Jerry puts his money where his mouth is, and go get Tyreek from Miami, man, stop playing. Hey,
And you know, Zach Martin retired,
yeah, he did, he did.
and
Well,
that
he like,
offensive
hey,
line was,
hey,
and that offensive line wasn't very good last year, Ocho.
nah, they wasn't. They was banged up too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They were banged up. They were banged up. Hey, well, hey, put that in the universe too. Put that in the universe. Hey, Reek, Tyreek, I know you're gonna see this. Dak, I know you're gonna see this. CD, y'all gonna see this. Jerry, you probably gonna see this too. Make something happen, man. Make
You
something
want to
happen.
make something happen?
Change it up, man. Shoot the dice. Hey, Jerry Jones, I don't know if you play CeeLo, but roll it. Roll it, baby. I don't know if you play CeeLo, but roll it.
Ooh. Ocho, this about to make you upset. The
Wait,
smear
hold on. Wait,
campaign
wait.
is.
Give me time. Give me time. Let me get my towel. Let my towel go. You talk about I'm gonna be upset.
Yep, you about to be upset.
Okay, talk to me.
Let me get some of this oil on my skin. What y'all think about that?
I need to use some of them.
Hey, look, I've been eating fatback and cracklings or something. one on my head. An NFL assistant coach spoke about Sheduer Sanders to Tom Pelissero and said, the worst former interview I've ever been in my life. He's so entitled. He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has terrible body language. He blames teammate, but the biggest thing is he's not that good.
Man, that's some book. You know what? Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Behind all that was said, is there a name to that?
Hold on, Ocho, before you go any further. The worst former interview I've been in. He's so entitled. Okay, he takes unnecessary sack. That's not an interview. He never plays on time. That's not a part of the interview. He's horrible, but he has horrible body language. He blames his teammate. The biggest thing.
When is he ever?
I thought an interview, he came in, the way he talks about himself. He's condescending.
Right.
He's, blah, blah, blah. That's an interview.
Right.
You saying the guy?
That's making no sense. And I'm curious. We know why. We know why the pundits are doing this, the analysts and whoever it may be.
Well, don't take him. Assistant coach, if you're on a team, you recommend that they don't take Sheduer. But you don't got to do this.
Yeah, it's not making.
Why now? Because that man is confident.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody said nothing when Baker Mayfield was a lot like this.
Hey,
I ain't hear none of this.
Actually, he was a little bit more flamboyant than this. Much more. I mean, Sheduer does the watch, but listen, Baker Mayfield was a real one, playing the flag in the middle of the field and talking trash. Oh, you don't want to shake my hand? Okay, bet. Hold my beer.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Baker was a real one, but they enjoyed it. They enjoyed it when he did it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, when it comes to Sheduer, it's a personal vendetta, obviously, not only against him, but those who don't like his father as well, and it's carrying over when the two should be separated in general. Don't allow your hate for Prime or whatever disdain you might have for him to affect what Sheduer's going to do for a team at the next level.
It's too late now,
listen, you turn on the film, it speaks for itself. What are we talking about? I'm not even sure
good.
why it's up for the discussion. Turn on the film. Everywhere he's gone, he's been successful.
If he's not that good, so how Colorado go from a 1-win team to a 5-win team to all of a sudden a 8-9-win team?
Again, the proof is in the pudding when you turn the film on. Forget what they talk about.
Damn.
Whoever that was.
Pittsburgh is on the clock. Sheduer hinting at the Steelers pick. Sheduer was asked who's on his Mount Rushmore duos along with Brady and Gronk and Rodgers and Davante. His last spot, whoever the quarterback is for DK Metcalf and George Pickens, whoever that is this year.
Wait a minute. Bring that to me one more time so I get a better understanding.
Mount Rushmore duos, Brady and Gronk, Rodgers and Davante, and the quarterback that's throwing to DK and Pickens.
Who's going to be the quarterback?
I mean, you put those names out there, I guess you're thinking it's going to be you.
I like that.
Who's your other Mount Rushmore? If you got Brady, Gronk, Rodgers, Davante, you gotta have Rice with either Young or Montana.
Yeah, Rice. I like Rice Young better.
Okay.
I mean, not Young. I like Rice Montana better.
Okay.
Can I give you another one?
Yes.
I like Roethlisberger Brown.
Okay.
Better
than my homeboy Trav.
Ooh, that good one. Are we putting the tight end in that receiver category?
Or he took Brady Gronk.
Oh, that's right. You did Brady Gronk. Well,
yeah.
My homeboy and Trav would be in that, obviously.
What about Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates?
Antonio Gates. That's nice. It's nice. It's nice, especially with the numbers they put up together.
Oh yeah.
Good numbers. Really good numbers.
They put up great numbers. Mark Andrews said the gloves were completely soaked on the final 2-point conversion play against the Bills, where he dropped the ball and was debating taking them off the play before. I'm thinking, Do I take it off? Do I not? It was so fast, so quick that it just happened. At the end of the day, I still should have caught the ball. Ocho?
I hate reliving stuff like that.
It's going to haunt him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, it was a low ball, but it was catchable. It was a difficult ball, especially for a tight end looking down. But
That's the hardest ball. That's the hardest ball to catch.
yeah, anything below the waist.
Trying to slide. Yeah. Because you're trying to slide, Ocho. You don't really track it because you got to look it all the way in and you kind of like cradle it and it get to your pads so quick. And once it hit them pads and you ain't put your hands on it, that ball gone.
Yeah.
Ball gone.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, hands wet, that really had nothing to do with it. In that scenario, especially as soft as the ball was thrown.
If Ocho, what should have happened, if you think about doing something, go ahead and do it. If you're thinking about taking the gloves off, he probably should have took them off, Ocho.
Right.
Probably should have took them off. Damn. I hate that man gonna relive that situation for the rest of his life in his head.
Not only is he gonna have to relive it, people are going to remind him of it.
To the surprise of even some Atlanta Falcons staffers, first cousins reported to the start of team's voluntary offseason program today. Given the voluntary nature of phase one offseason workouts consisting of meeting, strength and conditioning, the expectation was cousin might skip this stage as he waits for a future to unfold. An expectation that even had Coach Raheem Morris shared as recently as April 1st. Ocho, cousin said, I ain't giving y'all none of this money. I'm gonna get every dime. Y'all supposed to give me $100 million for the guarantee.
You're gonna get it. Fully guaranteed.
$100 million.
So what's gonna happen in a situation like this? I mean, you would be better suited to know better than I would.
They're gonna have to pay him. You look,
you can't cut him, right?
Yeah, you can. That's what they did with Russ.
But you still gonna have to give him the money regardless.
Yes. That's why Pittsburgh was able to get him for $1 million because the Broncos had to pay the $38 million. So Cousins still owed a boatload of money, Ocho.
Jesus.
I don't see him as a backup.
Right.
I don't. Well, just being honest.
What teams are out there that need a quarterback? The ones that need a quarterback are going to find those needs in the draft because they're looking for players to be. I mean, there's only two.
Cleveland's going to take Sheduer or Abdul Carter. They need a quarterback.
I mean, is Abdul Carter is an impacting player, but he's not a franchise-changing player. The Browns.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're looking at a guy that can bend the edge. You put him opposite of Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett.
You see Philly what they were able to do with the pass rush to disrupt Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I'm saying they're not taking a quarterback at that spot. So they're going to probably take Sheduer. Excuse me. They're probably going to take Trav or Carter. Let's just say for the sake of argument, they take Hunter.
Right.
They could be on the market for a quarterback. They did sign Flacco.
Yeah.
So that might have been.
Damn, I'm trying to think. I don't like. Hey, Flacco plays so well in that offense and look completely different from Deshaun. Deshaun's not going to be back and healthy for a while. I'm assuming at the start of the season he won't be available. And
I don't see
Flacco's a security blanket. I'm assuming, based on his familiarity with the system.
Better keep, because the thing is, Ocho, he tore it and then he retore it.
I hate.
But I mean, he said he was healthy. You know, people underestimate him. He can't wait to get back. So we're gonna see.
Yeah,
we're gonna see.
I'm hoping listen. Deshaun said he's gonna be back better than ever. I'm expecting to be back better than ever. Obviously,
I'm trying to think of a situation where could Cousins go.
Well, if they cut him or trade him.
Cut him. Ain't nobody gonna trade for him. I ain't picking up that salary.
Oh, yeah, picking up that salary.
Can't go to the Raiders. They got Geno.
Right.
Can't go to anywhere in the NFC South because they are stacked up at quarterback. Let's see, the AFC West. You're not going to Kansas City. You're not going to
Right.
Denver. You're not going to the Chargers. Boom. Okay, let's try the AFC East. The Jets
Okay.
just got Justin Fields. You
Right.
know they sit in Buffalo. They sit in Miami. They sit in New England. So that's out.
Well, hold
What
on.
about the
Now,
AFC South?
what about AFC North? There's one team in AFC North that doesn't have a quarterback.
I said yeah, Cleveland. We said
Oh, you
Cleveland.
said Cleveland? Ain't the Pittsburgh? You know, number 8 want to play around. Number 8 want to play around, and he no.
Well, you never say never because Rodgers hadn't committed to anybody, so that's a possibility that he could end up there.
I like that. I like that. I like that. You know, Aaron, you want to play around, and one thing we do know about that goddamn Kirk Cousins, he gonna let that ball go. He gonna sling it. You got DK, you got George. I'm not sure what the offense will look like. I'm sure the offense had to change a little bit. I'm not sure who the running back is for the Steelers right now.
Jaylen Warren.
Okay.
He's not going to Tennessee. They're going to take Cam Ward.
No, they're going to take Cam.
And they still got Will Levis.
Right.
They brought in Daniel Jones to challenge Richardson. That's not happening.
No.
Wait, Jacksonville. What about a backup to Trevor Lawrence?
That'd be a good one. And also not only a backup, someone that can push and challenge Trevor Lawrence as well. Not that it would really happen because they've just paid him all that money, but still just having that veteran presence in the locker room with you, I think would be dope for Trevor Lawrence and his growth.
The Browns and the Giants are fielding trade calls for picks 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Browns pick 2, Giants pick 3. I think both teams realize there's not a player in the draft that's going to change their life.
Right.
But if I can trade that pick and get more picks, maybe. What you think? You like it?
No. Absolutely not. Why you trading out of it and you know what you need already? Why are you trading out of a pick and you know what you need? You're not getting it in later rounds. Why are you going backwards?
I guess they're saying they get draft capital, get more. So instead of having a third pick, maybe we trade. Everybody has a first round pick this year. So now I trade back, and now maybe I get an extra second. I get an extra third.
No, man, no. You're struggling. You're struggling in certain areas, and the areas you're struggling in, you know what you need. You know what you need. Get what you need and stop playing. Test it. You got
Go ahead.
Cam is going to Tennessee. You have Sheduer that's going to be available. Forget all this stuff everybody talk about. You watched the film. You've seen what he can do. He did it in high school. He did it at Jackson State. He did it at Colorado. There's some other quarterbacks that are supposed to go in the second round. There might be a surprise if these pundits and these analysts and GMs and scouts really don't like Sheduer because of the way he carries himself. You know, you have Dart and you have some other quarterbacks
I've been to humble myself.
Yeah,
but
listen, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
What you see is what you get, bro. I did the job.
Yeah.
I did the job. That probably rub people with time. But time is who he is.
Yeah.
He's who he is. Long as it's not destructive to the team.
Right.
What's the issue, man? Why y'all want the man to think less of himself? The man confident. Look at his daddy. His daddy was confident. He instilled that in him. We don't bow down. We don't hold our head just because you don't feel this way about yourself. So now you want me to make me feel good about yourself by lowering myself, by hanging my head, not being confident. You don't want me to be confident because it gives you the confidence to make you think that we're on the same level.
Right. But it makes you uncomfortable.
No.
It makes you uncomfortable.
Woo. I don't know, Ocho. What can I get for picks 2 and 3, Ocho? What can I get?
You get listen.
How high? Let me ask you a question. How high is somebody coming up? Because if you come up high enough, you come up more than 4 places, I'm getting your first rounder next year.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hell, if you coming up that high, you might get 2 first rounders, or you get a first and a second.
We switch. That's my point.
Yeah.
So, but do you believe there's one player in this draft that's going to go at second, that's going to go at third, that's going to be life changing?
Travis Hunter,
Okay.
life changing.
Well, if you believe he's going to be life changing, you stand pat, you take him.
That's why I think it's all bluffing. The Cleveland Browns and the Giants talk about all these picks and trade and accepting calls. Hey, they bluffing. They bluffing. Definitely bluffing.
Ocho, check this out. Travis Hunter's father, Travis Hunter Sr., wasn't able to attend when he accepted the Heisman Trophy, but he'll be there in 2020 at the 2025 draft. He was granted permission by the courts recently to travel to Green Bay. Hunter Sr. was sentenced to 90 days in late September 24th, stemming from a 2023 arrest on a gun and drug charges. He was released from Palm Beach County West Detention Center in Belglade, the muck, 9 days before the Heisman Trophy ceremony in New York, but was unable to attend. He was placed on 3-year period of probation in order to complete the first year under home confinement. I like this.
Yeah, that's
a special moment, and I'm glad seniors get able to share this moment with his son Junior.
Because you only get it once,
and it's never going to happen again. It's never going to happen again. He put himself in a situation. He got the arrest, and he wasn't able to get there because I could imagine what that would have been like to see my son to see my son and to hug my son when he won that award. He gets to be here for this one, and I thank the courts for giving him this opportunity.
Yes,
relish it, cherish it, because there ain't gonna be another one of these. You miss one, you won't miss another one. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
Davante Adams said that the 49ers tried to lowball him in free agency before he signed with the Rams. I was entertaining the Niners, but they were like, we're paying wholesale. Nah, we ain't paying retail. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not a wholesale type of dude.
Absolutely not. And listen, that would have been tremendous. That would have been tremendous help for Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Tremendous. Ayuk went out. It would have made Debo's job much easier.
Debo gone. Debo in Washington. Remember they traded Debo.
I'm talking about free agent. I'm just saying this was before he went to the Jets, though.
No, he went to the Rams.
I mean, before he went. Okay. You're right. I'm tripping. I'm thinking back a whole.
You thinking way before? No.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, that would have been dope. You got Ayuk coming off ACL. Why would you not want to have someone like Davante Adams that can who to me is considered the top route runner in the NFL? And if anybody in the chat wants to argue with me, we can argue that down.
Ocho, I think, and let me know what you think, because they pay him Ayuk 28, 29 million, and then turn around and pay him. I'm not sure they really want to pay. I don't think they really wanted to pay Ayuk, but they didn't really have no choice.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. But you can't disrespect one of the better players.
Well, let me ask you a question.
You can't.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, I pay him. What I'm gonna do with Brock Purdy? Who gonna throw in the ball now? You know Brock Purdy in line for a big ass payday, right? He's gone to the Super Bowl, been to the NFC Championship game, going to the Super Bowl. You're gonna have to break bread, Ocho.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. Listen, you got to make a way. You know who found a way to do it? The Eagles.
Eagles just made the center, the second highest paid center.
It's funny how the Eagles find a way to make it work every time. No issues, no
All
problems.
The offensive linemen got them locked up. They get them a year early. Now watch after this season, they're gonna lock Jalen Carter ass up, and rightfully so.
Wait, after this season or one more?
After this one. Hey, you okay? You waited. You do realize the price keep going up.
Oh yeah, every time. Oh, my what you call? And my battery dying. Hold on, I need my charger.
Yeah. Lakers won tonight. I'm happy. All right, it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A. Ray Dare Prime said, Ant-Man, Batman, you can call upon me, any man. Man, Ocho, where the hell you go? Hashaya, Serge Ibaka, Waka Flocka, Chewbacca. Lakers in 5. Man, why don't you leave it plugged up?
Huh?
Why don't you leave your charger plugged? Why
Oh,
don't you
no,
leave
I
your
had it
computer
in my
plugged?
bedroom when I took a nap earlier today. I was charging my phone. You know, when you use your laptop charging your iPhone, it's like having a super fast charger. You ain't know that, huh? I just taught you something.
How about buying one for your laptop and have 2 of them?
It's too
I
expensive.
ain't nobody taught you that, huh?
It's too expensive.
Okay. Logan Misak. Luka was guarding everyone out there. No, Luka played well tonight. He played well tonight. I mean, sometimes you have to remind him and like Luka, just don't give up the initial push.
Mm-hmm.
He tries to go right, cut him off, and send him back left. If you do that, we're gonna be okay. You'll give us an opportunity to come help you. But if you let him just go by you, we're not gonna be able to help you. And then if we come too soon, we're gonna be out of position to get back, and we're not gonna be able to chase the guys off the 3-point line. I thought they did a great job tonight. I thought guys missed some shots. The shots that they made to the other night, wasn't even close tonight. And I think that was the difference in the ball game. But the game 3 is gonna be very interesting. The Lakers are gonna have to come out and have to meet that intensity because I think Minnesota's gonna come out kicking.
I like it. I like it.
Thomas Presley, LeBron still struggling long with that groin. His jumper was going downhill by the mid-3rd quarter. Yeah, it was hitting the front of the rim, hitting the side of the rim. But I like he was in attack mode. Had some great passes. I like that. I like that he was in attack mode, and that's what LeBron needs to be. I like LeBron on playing off the ball because I believe he's better suited and situated to play off the ball than Luka. Luka needs the ball. AR can play off the ball. LeBron can play off the ball. I think Luka is better with him on the ball. Kimber Norwood Jr., my question would it be Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen 2.0 if you gave Jokic the MVP over SGA?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's a good comparison too. And that's exactly what it would be. Exactly what it would be.
I'm surprised. What's shocking is that Lamar was our first team All-Pro quarterback. How you vote the guy first? So he should be on the All-Pro team, but the guy's the MVP. The guy's the MVP, but he didn't deserve to be first team All. Never mind. Let's not. Ain't no sense, Ocho. We can't relitigate that. We can't do anything about that. Abizi, Ocho. They do NFL 100 every year with the players on NFL Network with interviews. They do. I've been trying to tell Ocho that, but he ain't want to hear that.
Man.
Curtis Thompson said, what about the Steelers trading TJ Watt for a pick? What do you think about that? I saw that. Somebody who was trying.
Yeah.
Oh, Washington.
Yeah, I saw
too. Washington was looking to trade. He want a payday.
Yeah.
He want a payday. I don't blame him. I mean, the man give you 13, 14 sacks every year. He's outplayed the contract that the Steelers had him under. Pay the man. You don't want to pay me? Look, I know he wanted. His brother left. Houston and went and played 1 year, 2 years in Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
Steelers normally take care of their guys.
But they took care of him already, though, huh?
Take care of me again. Take care of me. Take care of me again, Ocho.
Right.
Sheldon Pope. Ocho writes down every quote in his composition book, but the main quote you say daily, Ocho. Where my money?
My book right here. I don't let that book get too far from me now.
Where my money, Ocho?
Huh?
Where my money?
I got you. How much? Listen. What I owe you again?
5,200.
All right, hold on. Let me write that.
Plus interest.
Wait, plus who?
Interest.
No, the only time interest is charged when it got to do with the bank.
I'm the bank. You owe
Nah.
Pook.
Hold on, I'm gonna write. I owe you 5,200. Hold on. So
Yeah.
if you added interest, how much interest we talking about?
15%.
15%. What type of bank? What type? Man, what you? Why you acting like you the Federal Reserve or something, man? What you talking about? 15%.
The tariffs, man. I'm charging you.
The tariffs. Hey, that's a
I'm gonna
good one.
charge
That's a
you.
good one.
I'm gonna charge you. If you don't pay me, Thursday, I'm gonna charge you 245%.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I got you. I'm gonna bring cash with me too.
I sure appreciate that, Ocho.
Yeah, I got
Pat
you.
Dub said, Ocho, have you experienced gators on your front porch like the viral video going around today?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Listen, Gators is they frequent sometimes in the city, the outer cities, over in Okeechobee areas, the canals. What people have done is they catch them when they're small, and when they get too big, they release them back in the canals. They don't really. I've never really heard of anybody getting hurt or injured, and you see them all the time. It's almost like iguanas, almost like lizards. You see them all the time, and so often it's like it's nothing. And if they get too big, obviously you know people call animal control and get them up out the area. But it's like seeing a damn peacock or a chicken at this point, especially if you live in Florida. No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
Love never felt so good. Respect to you and Chad. Respect to you, Chad, a real Dade County legend. Know you were running things out here secretly.
Yeah. You know your boy out here, doing what he do.
Yeah.
Putting one foot in front of the other, holding my head high. One foot. It is what it is. You know what the lick read. Stop playing, man.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy. Hey, fam. Just saying hello, and I hope y'all had a good day. Love y'all. Dr. Frankie, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Dr. Frankie, I don't know if you was first, but you was top 5 of people that subscribe to Nightcap. You came to our very first tour stop in Las Vegas. You were there. Atlanta, you were there. Where else you came? You came to New Orleans. You were there. So, Doc, we can't thank you enough. We can't say we appreciate you enough. You and your husband, we love you too. Thank you. Chris Robinson, Unc Ocho, like Marvin Harrison, where he rank among receivers. Also, you could only have one Life or Harlem Nights. Which one you going with?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't like that.
Damn. Man, you got some legends in those, man.
Right. I'm talking about in both of them.
Yes.
If I had to, oh my goodness, that's tough. If I had to pick,
I think I'm gonna go with Life.
you can't go. I go Harlem Nights. But that's one of those situations. That's one of those situations where you can't go wrong either way you go.
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Both of them had legends up in them. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy. You had Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, and then you had Bernie Mac. You had Red Fox. You had Della Reese.
Legends.
You had Ronaldo Ray.
Yeah. Yep. And
I think I got to go. Hey, Chad, what y'all got? I think I got to go with Life.
Listen, and you're going to laugh. With both of them, you're going to laugh.
The whole night. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. Thank you guys for joining us. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc. Number 85, Liberty City's own. He's running Dade County. That's what they tell me. I don't know, but that's what I just heard. Guy chimed in and said, "Oh, Ocho, I ain't know you was running things in Dade County." That's him. Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Guys, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your continued support. We really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in no matter what. We can count on you guys. We're going to be off tomorrow, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can count on Nightcap to be here. Please go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media. Please make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. Now, if Shea by Laportier isn't currently in a state or a city near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Check out my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Everything has restocked. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, and once they're gone, they're gone. Please make sure you grab yours while supplies last. Tickets for our Not Safe for Work tour are on sale. Our 8 stops are Baltimore, Philly, Charlotte, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, Chicago, and Detroit. Tickets can't be found at shayshaymedia.com/tour. That's shayshaymedia.com/tour. That link is also pinned in the chat. Guest lineup is shaping up. It's gonna be crazy. Guys, don't miss this. You don't want to miss it. Unc and Ocho coming to a state, a city near you. You don't want to miss this. Trust me. Go get your tickets now. Guys, thank you for joining us. As I said, we're traveling tomorrow. We're going to be in Green Bay to do the draft on Thursday. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We're out tomorrow, but we'll see you Thursday at the draft.